Hello, everybody. Oh, whoa. What are we laughing at? What am I missing?
Yeah, Frank tells jokes. And
Oh,
Frank
no.
likes Frank's jokes.
Oh, yeah, no.
I like
No.
a joke.
Somebody's got to make himself laugh, you know.
The only funny part about Frank's jokes is
I-
how much Frank enjoys them, okay?
I thought that was not a bad one. That wasn't bad. I laughed at it.
I was at the zoo
good
earlier
either.
today with my daughter.
Of a voice.
Sorry,
Okay.
I was at the zoo earlier today with my daughter, and there was tons of parents there, and there were these two dads with their 3 kids amongst them, and we were over by like a beer exhibit, and oh man, they just the bear jokes. Like, oh, do you see their bare feet? Oh, they barely care what's going. Oh man, it just went like the 2 dads went back and forth for like, it must have been 45 seconds. It felt like 45 minutes, and all of a sudden I was like, now I get it. Now I understand why people make fun of me.
Look, that was just unbearable story.
That was one of the jokes. One of them turned to the other one and said, "You know, this is probably unbearable," and I was like, "Yes, it is."
But we'll just have to bear with it.
Oh yeah, exactly. It was rough.
No,
It was
when I
rough.
was a corporate trainer, I'm pretty sure I've told this story a million times. When I was a corporate trainer, for like those 4 months I thrived off of making every class groan and eye roll because the topics were so boring. And that's how I kept everyone awake, was just awful jokes.
Well, I'm
And funny
sure.
enough, they remember the stuff. I had the least attrition rate in my classes.
That's funny. All right, well, let's get back. I'm sorry. Let's get back. So let's get things moving. So we have
Yes. Let us begin.
we have you guys are making your way over to the Temple of Grumsh in Bryn Shander over in 10 Towns. So over in 10 Towns, you guys are being escorted there by Bootstrap. And as you guys walk up to this large structure, you can see that this was just an old house, like a medium-sized old house that was here. But it's had a lot of work done to it. It really has. It's been a bunch of work to build it up and make it much nicer. Without having to roll anything, you can all tell that this work is shoddy. These aren't exactly carpenters that were repairing this place. But it has had a lot of work done, a lot of DIY jobs to make sure that it's still standing and standing well. It is double doored. It wasn't originally, but it is now. And you guys go up to it, and because it's a public place and you have the writ, you're welcome to just walk in. Who opens the door and walks in, or does somebody choose to knock instead?
Wait, which are we knocking on? Sorry, I was chewing and it was loud.
The Temple de Grumsh.
Temple de Grumsh.
Here we are.
Oh, we don't
Who
knock.
goes first?
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us.
I'll go. I'll walk in.
Awesome.
If there's like an awkward pause.
Okay, so
I don't think there would be a pause at all.
you guys actually, 2 of you rush to the handle together, and okay, cool. You guys, 2 of you rush the handle together and like open it. Maybe each one of you grabbing a different door and open them both wide at the same time. And when you open up the doors, you see that inside there are a few seats inside the main room here. And there are a few rooms off to the side or in the back or wherever. There are a few seats inside the main room that all lead forward up to what is an altar standing there. Now, on this altar, there's stains of red. Maybe it's blood. Maybe it's something else. You can see the wall behind the altar. There's a bare wall there with a bunch of like nails stuck to it, kind of like sparse and all over the place. But there's nobody in sight.
I was going to ask if we saw anyone and what they looked like. So, I assume it's candles lighting this place up? Or torches?
The place isn't currently lit.
Damn.
But, I mean,
Well, that's annoying.
you're a dwarf. It's daytime. The double doors are open. There's windows. Well, actually, there's no windows in here. No. It's usually dark in here. But the double doors are open, so there is light in. And then you can always, dark vision to see in.
Yeah, I think we all actually have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if there was any, lighting any ceremonial candles or anything like that.
Nope.
I pick up, sorry.
Sadly, no. It doesn't seem like there's anything like that lit inside here at the moment. Do you guys go in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah.
I would have just gone up to the altar and started, like, knocking things over, like, with no respect at all, looking
There's
at them.
nothing on the altar. Aside from, it looks like stains of blood on the altar. Some of them red, most of them brown. And
Gonna drag fingers across the stains and lick them.
Mm-hmm.
I do a perception check.
Sure. You taste pennies.
Tastes like
Ooh, they have money here then.
Tastes like copper.
sacrificing copper
Tastes like
coins.
copper. Yeah. Yeah. So you just taste blood.
It's weird.
Is it fresh blood or?
There's little bits of red here and there, but you think that it just, didn't get as oxidized as it dried or whatever, but most of it is brown. None of it looks fresh.
Okay, so interesting.
Well, where's the rest of the money then? If they were killing coins, I'm lost. I'm lost, Master Dwarf.
So, I assume the right is like on a scroll or on a vellum or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ungrim, I keep forgetting his name. Ungrim just opens up the right and just bellows out, by the authority of yada 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 yada. And we are hereby searching this area. Please reveal yourself, or you will be dealt with lawfully.
Nobody responds. Just everybody here listens to. They probably never even read the writ before, so now they're hearing it for the first time. Your party hears what's being said. I think most of it goes over Rodun's head.
Ain't no one here.
While he's reading this, do the rest of you guys investigate around?
Yep.
Yeah, I will.
I'll take a look around myself.
The three of you may roll investigation checks. Ungrim is more or less threatening everybody, warning them. So going around and looking, Ungrim, of course, being the least effective because Ungrim is a little distracted by whatever is shiny. And that weird taste in your mouth.
Oh, you mean me?
Yes. Rodun, right? Yeah, Rodun's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Dane and Durund, you guys are walking around and investigating, opening up doors, going to the different areas, and this place looks like it's been cleaned out. Like there were people here, obviously. Like there was rooms set up. There were rooms set up for like whether they're spending the night. There were rooms set up for prayer. And there was clearly an office in there as well, but not a parchment is left behind. It has been cleaned out.
At this point, Rodun is like tearing apart the floorboards. Unless it's dirt, in which case she's like scooping the dirt. Because she's like, it's got to be underground because she's a dwarf.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the logical conclusion.
So when you tear about the floorboards, what you notice underneath is that there is a so you just gotta start ripping and tearing at floorboards. You notice that there is actually like a foundation, like a small foundation into this place. And when you like rip up and you notice like the crawl space that's down there, I imagine you go around and look.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
just like go in if possible. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Roll me another perception check.
Perception, sure.
And that's how your character dies.
I mean, she's not perceptive at all. There's no bonuses to most abilities. Most of them are a flat 0. So.
No, that's fine. So she's crawling around down there, and she notices. She actually does notice something as she's crawling around. At first, it's like nothing. Huh? There's a pile of bones down here.
Alright, gonna drag the bones out, come out of the crawl space, probably hair coated in cobwebs, so it looks even messier than before, and then just sort of like unceremoniously dump the pile of bones on the floor.
Sure.
Making
So
as much noise as
it's obviously
possible.
not all the bones, but it's like whatever armful you had grabbed, and you just throw them on the ground.
Drag them.
Are we close enough to see this is happening at this point?
Yeah. Everybody notices. We're
There
done.
were more.
Can I make a medicine check to see if I can identify the bones?
Sure.
What they were?
Go right ahead. Oh! Natty
Not bad.
20!
Not at all.
Oh, 28 total. That's amazing. Oh, kudos to you, Tantus. First 20 of the game. Your character dies. So you... Yeah.
Yeah, these bones are actually
Rocks
covered in
fall and
explosive
they die.
runes. So you read all the explosive runes and you explode.
So looking at these bones and searching, you notice that most of them seem to be human. Searching through human bones, human female bones, human bones. This is not just the bones that are here, but underneath and everything I imagine you're expecting. There's a half-elf bones inside there, but they all pretty much just seem to be human bones.
Bootstrap. I
So
think
he's
you might
out.
want to
He's
take a look.
outside the front door, and so you can go and get
Yeah,
him.
he's
And
just,
he's
like,
like,
shouting.
"Hey,
And,
yeah, yeah.
Ugham just like nods.
The bloody hell is this?"
They have bones in their crawl
Sacrifices.
space.
Longdwarf's telling us what the bones mean.
They appear to be a lot of humans. Mostly. And a half-elf.
Well, that is certainly concerning, but I don't know if that directly implicates them for doing a crime. Cassie's is gonna want to know about this.
The blood stains.
No. We know about that. As part of Thonk's way of worship, he would cut himself, and so
Aye,
his followers.
flagellation. And also human sacrifice.
We can't
At
go
least
and
it's not dwarven sacrifice.
we can't go and draw a line from one to the other. So they would harm themselves, and so that explains the blood. But this place wasn't always their place, and if you're saying they're under the floor, who's to say that they weren't there for longer than this is a temple? These are stripped bones.
I
Yeah.
have seen someone
Strange lot.
tear a bone out of their arm before.
How
I'm sure
old
this
these
is a
bones?
very harmless mass grave. Totally innocent.
Yeah, totally an innocent mass
But
grave.
you say that, Merlin nods like, yes, it is. It's just a coincidence.
I-
So Ugham turns towards Dane and just says, "How old do you reckon these bones are, la?"
Did I get an idea of how old the bones were?
It's honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, they're all clean, like completely stripped
Yeah.
clean. And you get in varying ages of the bones that are on there, but how long since they've died, it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe less than a year, maybe more. It's hard to tell. I know you got a natty 20, but
Yeah. Is there any, like, intact skulls in here?
yep, there are intact skulls. That's mostly how you're able to identify human, but you could find it from hips and whatnot as well.
If we wait a day, I could pray to Moradin, and he can grant me the ability to speak with the skulls of the dead.
Mother
Learn
effer,
what happened.
Tantus, you specifically chose that name and that class and that spell. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh man,
Memorized.
I'm gonna mute him on Skype just to make sure we can't listen to this garbage. Sir, I give you kudos. Oh, that is some
My
good.
character was designed for this.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Good stuff, sir. All right. So he's like, "Oh, you have a strong connection with Moradin, then, don't you?"
Yes.
And again, he's looking at you like, weird. Elephant in the room, guys. Elephant in the room. He's giving you that kind of like, "Oh, okay. That sounds. We should bring this to Cassius's attention, and maybe he would like to bear witness to this interaction with the dead."
Aye. I think that would be most. He kind of just chuckles and looks at the group.
Well, continue with your investigation, and if there's anything else, I'll make sure I bring that to his attention as well.
Well,
I completely
it does
lost my
appear that
accent.
they've abandoned this place.
Oh, it does. Huh.
No one is here, and they appear to have taken all the paperwork from the office.
And I'm also going to be, doing locate object soon.
I'm going to. I'll speak to the other guard. We know who were members of the church. We all kind of kept eyes on them, but nobody really interfered. See if anybody's seen any activity, strange stuff that happened lately. I haven't, but I've just fun. Frank, go ahead.
The what?
You said you were going to cast the locate object?
Oh, locate object.
Mhm.
For, obviously, going to be Skull Crusher.
Sure.
So 1,000 feet. If it's within 1,000 feet or whatever.
So you whip out a forked twig, and you're like, "Oh, nothing." No skull crusher within 1,000 feet.
Yeah, he kind of just gives, one of those airy kind of laughs, like,
Did you
that's all.
find anything? As I switch between accents consistently, or voices.
Hi, Dory. It looks like, they took Skull Crusher with them.
See the
I guess
arm-
we'll just have to hunt down the main larcenist of the party and show up on the show on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to investigate for? Maybe a
Um,
crazy overlay, like 4 over here and 4 over here, and me above.
Oh,
and
yeah,
battle
It's just like an
royale
hour
in the
of
middle.
one, and then the next after the break is the hour of the other, and
Oh no, not even that. Just without telling them, Scott has a second Skype conversation, and he shares screen with Mathis for that one. It's all of us all of a sudden.
It's all
And
there.
we all just blitz right onto roll 20 and just be like, "Yo, we're taking it down."
Tannis called it. 4v4 PvP battle. All right,
No.
so unless there was anything else that you guys wanted to investigate this area for, we can flash forward.
Are there actually any like idols or anything to Grumsh?
And,
No.
and all the paperwork was taken.
Mm-hmm. So we will flash forward to he has a meeting with Cassius and explains things to Cassius. He just said, he goes and speaks to him, so he'll give you quickly, and he says that he's going to go and speak to the guard. Cassius, because of the fact that, I don't know, I keep yawning, because of the fact that you can't cast a spell until the next day anyways, sends word back that he'll just meet you guys in the morning. There's no reason to meet with you again tonight. You can fill him in on any looser details then if you need to. And so he does just that. He'll meet you guys next morning. Both him and, what's his name, Bootstrap will meet you there. So, the next morning we flash forward to, you guys all found your way to a room, to an inn, and, spent the night and had good meal and had good drink. Woke up the next day, maybe a little stiff-necked, but good to go, and meet up with Cassius over by that place, because there's nobody there anyways. And when he meets with you, it's a warm greeting, and he's like, hello to all of you. I understand that you've found some interesting things. I've already gone and investigated the place, and I saw the bones myself. And, have you picked the skulls that you intended to commune with?
I can do this a few times. I believe the half-elf and at least 2 of the humans I should try to ask questions to. I wanted to ask, what questions do you think I should ask of it?
where's
I-
Thonk?
I mean,
Where's Skull Crusher?
I do not.
2.
The skull
Is it
itself.
like a genie? Do you only have 3?
No, I could ask it 5 questions, but it might not know these answers. It will only know what the person knew in life. It can only answer.
Ask if they were killed by orcs.
All right.
That's their names, who they are, where they're from, how they died.
Okay.
the elf writes it down. He doesn't have dwarven memory.
I'm not gonna remember because me, player's not gonna remember.
No, it's all good. It's all good. All right, so you are so you go to cast a spell and to ask the first skull. Do you choose the half elf or do you choose one of the humans? There was one female human, one half elf. Other than that, all seem to be male humans.
I will choose one of the humans. How many did you say of the humans were there?
A bunch of
As-
humans, one female and one half elf.
Okay. I'll go with one of the male humans to start out with because there seems to be a bunch of them. I'll just start with them.
Okay, sure. So you go grab a random, male human, and you cast your spell. If you can throw it up on the screen and ask your questions.
Hard enough to throw it up on the screen. I'm gonna have to just sort of improvise it here a little bit because
It's fine.
I didn't have it normally in my character.
That's fine. So
We'll just do that. There we go.
that's fine. Perfect.
Less details. Okay.
Fits perfectly in our chat window, actually.
Yeah.
Literally
Who are
exactly
you?
perfect. You're asking the DM for names.
Look, I just
Right,
listed a
I'm gonna
bunch of
link you
names in
something,
chat.
Scott.
No, it's
Make them
okay. No,
mine.
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
I'm sure we're all about to link Scott. The
No,
exact same
I'm
website.
just teasing.
I got more.
I'm just teasing. I'm not even looking at your links, okay? Don't show me the links. It says,
Generic human.
This
number.
guy's name is
I'm
A
Danton.
Tigger.
No, it's Danton.
from. No,
It's
but
Danton.
but-
He says,
but Arctic Tiger said,
I'm-
"Oh, pick me."
I'm Danton. Arctic Tiger, do you want to be a dead guy or do you want to be a killed by Thonk's
Live
mischievous
person.
guy?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm Danton.
Where are you from?
I'm from Boulder's Gate.
What killed you?
Glory of my God.
Do you serve Grumsh?
With all my devotion.
Is he like a ghost right now? I'm swinging at it.
Actually, the skull is pretty much just like speaking as it's like I'm holding it up kind of thing, you know.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Um.
One more. You're down to one, boy.
Yes. What was the date that you died?
I never keep track of such things. And he discorporeates. The skull no longer is active.
I'll kind of
I
put it
defeated
down.
it. Grumshworth and worshipping mess.
I did
I'm
not
gonna be in
expect.
trouble.
I did not expect Grumsh worshipping humans. They might be all of them.
Cassius says, Kenneth, I'm in Eberron right now. Cassius says, he had a mixed bag that followed Grumsh's teachings. Thonk himself was only half orc, and so I imagine he didn't. He was not only was he half orc, but two of the people he traveled with weren't orcish at all. So it doesn't surprise me that he'd be welcoming to anybody that's willing to worship Grumsh. He seemed to be a little open-minded on that. The fact that all these bones here you're saying are not orc or half orc is a little concerning. Like, to what degree did they allow these non-orc worshippers to be a part of their group? Perhaps you could try your spell on another. Another might be able to speak for you.
Yes. Do you have a preference this time?
I do not. No, I mean, I personally, I find the idea that a half elf would worship Grumps to be a little strange. But then again, I'm standing in the presence of a devout worshiper of Moradin that is of full elven lineage, so I'm not going to pass judgments.
The fuck you just say about my son?
Does Duran say this? Like, by Moradin's
Dwarvish.
beard.
In Dwarvish.
Yeah, he'll actually, like, at your exclamation, will turn and respond to you in common. He's like, while I imagine you're very defensive of your son and his significance in your family, it is odd. You have to admit that.
He's a dwarf at heart. The goddess chose him. That's all that matters.
I
He's
agree
just a
with.
little tall for a dwarf.
I'm not gonna dispute with you on that. It doesn't change the fact that it's a bit odd, and a half elf worshiping Grumsh is a bit odd.
All right, I'll choose the half elf. I'll try casting a spell again.
Okay.
All right. I will ask this time. What deity did you worship?
Throughout most of half elf. Throughout most of my life, I worshipped Carillion, but then I saw that I was blind, and near the end, I worshipped Grumsh.
Okay.
Master Dwarf, do we hate Corellan too?
No, la. It's one of
Okay.
his. And he just, like, points his thumb over the shoulder at the elf.
Okay. Okay.
Aaron's
Duran will like glare at you a little bit angrily.
Question
Let's
2.
see here. Yes.
Where's
let's see.
Thonk?
Only he can ask, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Where did all those of orc blood go?
All of those of orc blood eventually go to join Grumsh, and the rest of us have to try and earn our way to Grumsh's side. We do what we do what we can to serve him in life and in death.
Okay.
Aye.
Did you
Ask about the sword.
willingly die?
I did not willingly die, no. I worshipped Grumsh, and I was elected to be a sacrifice. I did not want this election. I didn't put in for it, but somehow my name was drawn. I thought it peculiar, but here I am. Or there I was, I should say. There I was.
I guess when your dark demon god wills it, you just sometimes have to die then.
Do you know what they did with Skullcrusher, the sword?
Skullcrusher. Skullcrusher is no more.
She's gonna rage. Someone hold her back. She's gonna rage right at the ghost and end up on Dane.
Speak of the devil, and it shall appear.
Do you have a third casting of the spell to try to get some more answers?
I could technically cast.
Wait, was
up
that the
three...
fifth question, or was that the fourth question?
That was the
That's
fifth.
the fourth question.
Oh, sorry. You have one more.
I have one more for this one.
Oh, yeah.
I could... Yeah. I'd have technically cast it up to 3 more times, so I use higher level spell slots.
Sure. And you're in no rush, so.
Yeah.
He says as we get ambushed by cultists right after this.
Yeah, goddamn cultists out of nowhere. Sudden cultists.
Oh no! Sky cultists!
Cultists.
They're parachuting down!
The worst kind.
Sky god.
It was a sky god. Groups was a sky god all along.
Your next question. As
Yes.
we're on a one-shot time limit and we never meet it.
I know.
Yeah.
Right, you know.
Any other suggestions for questions from you folks, please?
Oh god, you could ask, what's the sword called now? Or where is the sword that... Or where is the legendary weapon that son of a bitch Thonk desecrated? Or where is the desecrated item?
Where
Or
are the
desecrated-
remnants of the sword?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are
what
the
remains?
remnants?
Something
Yeah,
like
where are
this.
the remains of Skullcrusher?
Where are the sky ponies?
So, you say, where are the remains of Skullcrusher? He responds saying, reforged in Groom's image.
It's not where.
But I'll turn towards I'm forgetting his name now. The human.
Cassius?
Cassius.
I thought you were a big fan of Faerun. How do you not know Cassius?
I don't.
I'm bad with names, and I have to write it down, and I didn't write it down until just now.
It's Ari Salvatore's character here.
All right, Salvatore.
Yeah. It's
Anyway.
good tween reading.
I'll turn towards Cassius. So, there's at least your evidence that they were doing something a little less lawful. Apparently, they were sacrificing their own members, some without permission.
Or willingness at that.
It doesn't matter
Yes.
if it's willing or not. Sacrifice is murder.
Aye. And it looks like you also have a cult on your hand.
We already
One
knew
that's
that.
gone underground.
So they vacated the premises after.
Perhaps sacrificing all non-orc members.
Why would they disappear? And actually, with that, Bootstrap will chime in and say, "Well, I have gone around and asked questions of the guards, and as I said I would, and found out if they'd seen any peculiar activity, and apparently they haven't been here for a few days' time. There was someone that came through and warned them. I imagine." We didn't get a face. We can't identify somebody, but somebody must have warned them because suddenly they were leaving the town. Each one of the worshippers, 1 or 2 at a time, but not in a big group together. But over the course of 2 or 3 days, they all went out of the town like people tend to shop or visit one of the other towns, and none of them have returned, and that was a few days past. So it seems as though they were aware that you were coming. The questions are, how did they know you were coming, and where did they go?
Those are good questions. I would like to know the answer to those questions. Anyone?
I could ask another skull, but it seems like these were killed before they left.
Aye. Well, let us find that figure of Grumsh. Even the metal of Skullcrusher is more important to us. Melted down and reforged into proper sword once more.
Well, then let's go.
If we find
go
that
get it.
item, I don't know how to ask this question, so I asked chat to help. But chat hasn't helped at all. Chat, you're shite. You're so shite. My accent's changing. Chat. I need questions. Come on, chat.
I feel as though you're breaking a fourth wall. There.
I know. You
Ungrim.
can't talk to chat in
Ungrim.
your accent.
Hi,
That
Cassian.
is-
when
Cassian, every building should have at least 4 walls.
when
That's how they stand.
when divine inspiration comes to you, you accept it, happily, but you don't get on your knees
beg.
and prostrate in front of this
Look,
divine entity.
Look,
And it's
you want
like,
me to prostrate
"Help
myself
me."
on street?
Do what you want on your knees, Scott.
yeah.
We religious folk.
Okay, so
I mean, if you give me another day, I can cast divination, but that's not going to be perfect. That's just going to be,
Look,
you
Lone
know.
Dwarf did all he could, but it's nothing
Mhm.
that's gonna help by talking to some dead folk. We gotta go make some dead folk.
Yes.
do you have any idea where it is that they may have retreated to? This
No.
is Cassius speaking to you guys.
You know,
I mean,
We could try something.
What's that?
You spoke of a cave where dwarfs had once been, where the others been. Perhaps maybe that would have been a location they would have known about through Thonk. They might have gone to. It's either that or they would have gone much farther than this area. I do not know if they would have stayed in the area.
Where the dwarves were, you mean, not the orcs? Yes.
But yes, the dwarfs. were-
Yeah, Kelvin's Karn actually, and he literally gestures, like he walks out of the building and gestures off to the side, and you can see a mountain's peak a good distance away. But it is clear as day that there's a mountain over there. He goes, Kelvin's Karn is this mountain over here. It's a small cave that's on Kelvin's Karn. It's a bit of a travel from here. It's easier in this weather than it was in winter when they had made their way, Thonk and his group. I have a map. I could give you directions if that's where you think they would have gone.
It is all that I can think of, unless one of you, my traveling companions could think of a better idea.
and your dad.
My travel
Mom.
companions and dad.
Mom.
And mom.
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 Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting.
Mom!
My
Mom!
mom.
Mom!
Mom.
Mommy!
But mom. I
It
want to
just
stay
get
out
creepier.
drinking with
Did
all
that
my
get creepier
dwarf.
for anybody else?
I want to stay out with all my teenage dwarf friends and go
we
drinking.
we gotta climb a mountain now.
Yeah.
We got a mountain.
Yeah.
Less bad jokes, please.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Good time limit. Hard one shot time limit. Goofballs.
Oh, are you paying attention to that now?
Absolutely.
oh wow. So I'm going to go talk to this person that we've talked to like 10 times already.
Cassius.
Yeah, Cassius. So
Yep.
hi, Cassius, how's your day going? I'm just going to stick
At
my,
this point,
my foot
when
in
you
his
were
door.
suggesting the mountain,
Um,
she's going to the mountain she can see. She's off. She just adjusted the weapons and just started walking.
Okay, so you
Wow.
just kind of walk past Cassius, and he just kind of sees you go, doesn't think anything of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
so-
we still need the directions.
Ungrim's just going to just shout, La, that's not the right mountain. We'll get a guide.
I know mountains.
I can find a guide for you. And when he says that, you can see that the more perceptive one. So definitely Dane can see, and Durand, because she keeps rolling very well. Can see that Bootstrap kind of shuffles uneasily when he says that. He's like, I'm sure I can find one amongst the men here. And he's like, but first let's.
You know the way?
You said it to who?
Yeah. To Bootstrap.
To Bootstrap?
Do you know the way? Yeah.
I was raised in those mountains. Yes.
I see. I'll let the conversation die after that.
Let's go.
So he actually will lead you guys back to his place, his office. He pulls out an old map rolls it out carefully, grabs it from his library, brings it upstairs, rolls out an old map, does so carefully, and places like little markers on it so you can see like where you are, where the map is, where that place is, so on and so forth. So it actually gives you like a good like sight of what the place looks like. And how to get there. And he's like, oh, you know, on this road and this weather should be better, and blah, blah, blah. Like, he gives you good direction. He's like, but I did send word out for one of the guides to come in, and actually I think I have somebody that can assist you tomorrow. He'll be freed up then. He's just collecting a few of his traps from around town.
I would be able to regain my spells for then. I'm ready to push onward, but if the worst comes to worst, that there's a cult there, they might be needed.
It's going to take you a couple days to get there anyways. Usually, if this was the way the crow flies and you were walking on planes, I'm sure you can get there in just a few hours' time, but we're not flying as crows and certainly not walking on a plane. So it'll take you probably 2 days to get there either way, and that's with the guide's assistance. It would take you twice or three times as long in worse weather. So... flash forwarding to the next morning, you guys do meet your guide. Your guide is a half-elf. You know what? We can have this half-elf's name Arctic Tiger because, you know what? He's an elf. So he's got that, like, nature-y thing going, and he lives up in the north. So we have his nickname is Arctic Tiger. So half-elf Arctic Tiger comes and meets with you guys. His real name's Steve. You're welcome, Frank. So he meets up with you guys and he's like, so I hear you're looking to head out to the, Kelvin's Cairn, out to...
Yes!
Forgive her, she's impatient.
Let's go!
Impatient.
Yeah, it's a dwarven trait, am I right?
do we all
And he
know
like
what-
elbows you jokingly, like it's a dwarven trait. am I right?
I'll give it this look. I'll kind of give this look of like, huh?
Wait,
Yeah.
are we on
No,
horseback?
it's not.
or-
You're currently on foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably would be much faster if we all had horses, guys.
Oh, no, that's very wrong. Unless all of you are very accustomed to steering horses through thick mountainous ranges and know how to keep
No,
their
I was
scent
just
away from the
talking out of
Yetis.
character for that.
Oh, okay. Well, he's like, I'll just
I
continue
don't
on.
need a horse.
He's like,
I
and,
need to go kill cultists.
The scent of a horse really draws Yetis to you. You don't want any horses around. You're better off on foot. A little slower, a lot safer.
I mean, I was saying that out of the character, but
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
to know in character too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the party's ready to do
We
stuff.
embark.
Way to go.
So
Hopefully Cassius isn't going to ignore the giant cult that's secretly rising up in the city.
he is sending out word to throughout the city to find out what needs to be what can be found there. However, you guys are going and investigating the cave and seeing what's going on. So you are making your way heading to that cave, following this guy. The entire time, he's not the most chatty. However, when he does chat, he always goes over to Dane and tries to chat with Dane, figuring like that'd be the easiest one to talk to. It is not the easiest person to talk to.
Nope.
Dane is weird to him. And I imagine Durand very quickly picks up and she gets all mama bear about like, why are we all like Elfist? You know?
Yeah, of course.
And very quickly, the person that he gets along easiest is actually Cardun. Or Cardun or whatever it is the easiest one.
Cardun,
And
yeah.
so he spends time with her, kind of like chatting and moving quickly and, oh, there's a rabbit. Now we have food.
Exactly.
You know, stuff like that.
I
You
like
guys-
mine raw.
You guys keep making your way along the mountain pass and up and over to where it is that you need to go. Every so often, as you guys are traveling, you come across an area where you're like, that's a corpse there. And, you know, you stop and you investigate and you can tell, like, the body was, like, ripped open. It's been dead for weeks at a time. It's been picked fairly well by whatever carrion might be around, but, you know, it's missing, like, a limb here and there. You know, we come around another corner, you see a relatively fresh body with, like, you know, several knife wounds inside of it. It kind of gives you the feeling like, this ain't a very good neighborhood. You know what I mean? As you're traveling along, like, there's a lot of dangers that are here. Just to kind of flash things forward a little bit, you do come across, concerns like wolves that would come around. You can quickly scare them off at magic. A group of winter wolves will actually come and try to fight you guys. After killing one or two of them, you guys will be able to intimidate the rest of the way. You are very powerful characters, being higher level, so chasing off the winter wolves is relatively easy for you. And keep making your way up towards the cave itself. Now, when you do get to the region where the cave is, and you go looking around, he's like, "Well, you see that right there? That's where the cave mouth is. It's up there. It's a bit of a steep climb, and should they have a lookout, I'm sure they'll see you coming long before you get there. But that right there, that's where the cave is. So, you're welcome to go in."
I like it when they can see me rushing up.
It's a long rush. I understand your tactic. It's a long rush. It was really good for fighting giants who are very obvious, and your kin could hit them with many bolts before they even got to the gate's entrance. There's technically another way in as well. It'd probably take us another day and a half to get to it, but there is another way in. It's a back way. But it would be a little bit more discreet, but then you're just kind of dropping in from the backside.
I don't like dropping in from the backside.
I will leave it to my fellows to decide which route is proper.
We can either let them see us coming, or we can let them not see us coming. If they see us coming, they'll run.
They will run.
And if they run, well, then you can't kill them, can you?
I still think we should throw the light one up. It's of course too far for that.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's like a fifth of a mile climb. You know what I mean? Like ascend. So obviously it was a joke, but so one of the things that he says to you, and you're like, oh, about them running off or whatever, he goes, well, that's true. You'd certainly get the upper hand, and you would get the drop on them. However, if they were to run from the back to the front, this is an easy climb down. From the front to the back, that's a hard escape.
I mean, Party. What do you think, Party?
At this point, she's just listening to Undergrim. She doesn't do strategy. She does charge.
Charge. Yep. Everybody else?
Charge forward.
Let's take the stealthier way.
Let's go.
Elf.
Okay.
I will support what my mother's decision is.
Of course you will.
Yeah. So I guess.
Let's go then. Stealth it
that
then.
way then.
Be fine.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the plan. That's what you guys are going to do. And you're going to start making your way up the stealthy way. Now, with the guide, he's able to get you here relatively safely. However, going that way is a much more treacherous path. Could everybody make for me two athletics checks? Thank you very much.
Oh, also, if it's going to take another day, how exactly far away was the mountain?
From the city, we're talking.
No, I meant from like where we were before, like the entrance.
Oh, almost a fifth of a mile up, a little under a fifth of a mile up, and then a distance away. So
less than 1,000 feet then.
But then there's also like the distance in.
Yeah.
So
like,
I would say a little over 1,000, a little over.
Okay.
Yeah.
For reasons. All right, let me.
Of
make
course.
it
Oh no. And what you're asking is completely legit, but you have to get a little bit closer.
Oh wait, that's with advantage. Sorry.
No problem. Okay, so let's see what these results are. All right, so we have athletics check. Rodan, no problem. Dane struggles for a bit there, but with everybody else's incredible successes, you don't have to worry about anything. Rinson, that's amazing across the board, 225s. Actually, you guys, the only one that made a mistake is Dane. He held his own. It's like one of those, look at the elf slipping and falling. It's pretty funny. But he barely does so, and everybody else is able to.
Then help.
Mom's right there to assist. Right there to help out. So He's very close to mom. Very close.
Close to mama.
No,
Oh, dear.
I understand that reference. No. No.
I understand that reference, yeah.
No. No.
So you guys are making your way towards the stealthy way. Now, when you get to this edge, when you get to where it is, the smell of the place stands out to you before the actual location. It has a smell of refuse that comes up to you.
Smells like shit.
Yes, it does. And when you finally get to it and you can actually see the drop down, the reason why this is the back way is because this is literally where the trash goes. It's literally where garbage goes in. But more important than this is where the trash is and the fact that you guys can look down there, everybody please roll for me a stealthy check with advantage, please, and thank you.
I mean, what if I just want to say that I got a nat 20?
I'm going to say you have to
Because
roll.
I have awful stealth.
Don't worry. So does the barbarian.
Okay.
Mostly because while we're going, he's like, smells
Wait,
shit.
I have to re-roll
here."
that. I have to remember my
Bad.
armor. That's what I actually have.
What are you
I
wearing
don't
for?
have.
What are you wearing for
I'm
armor?
wearing scale mail.
Oh, that's right. I have disadvantage because I'm wearing full
You
plate.
guys just don't know what's
So
up.
it's normal roll. And
It's
I
almost
rolled-
like this game was planned in like
You
an
know.
hour.
Gu-
It's like an
guys,
hour.
guys, don't worry about it. You actually do have advantage still because of like the incredible distance and everything that you have between you and them.
Okay,
So,
then I guess my
Excellent.
21 rather than a 3
Got
is
it.
what I have.
Yeah.
I got a 15.
you guys are perfectly fine. You're good to go. So that being
While we're on the approach, I wanted to cast Aid on the 3 of them as a 3rd level spell.
aid on the 3 of them is the third level spell. Yep, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead.
So all of you have, let me just hit it there.
Thank
All of you will have 10 extra hit points for 8 hours.
Wow, that's awesome. So like near the end of the climb and everything, everybody has 10 extra health points. Good to go. Thank you, sir. And you can remember that as either a separate bar on your little token or just in general when you finally see your token. So here we go. You guys are coming up to the place, and make for me if somebody wants to go and peek in and see what's going on down there, do me a favor, make me a perception check and a stealthy check to go and get a
Who's
look
our stealthiest person?
without being noticed.
It's not me.
Probably not me.
Dane, Dane and Ethan have the same
Jane's
stealth.
mom? Question mark?
So technically,
If there was falling snow,
Dwarven-
I could try to make a stealth, but that's only just trying to make it.
It's
I don't
probably
have-
Rodan because you're not wearing armor, right?
Rodon is exactly
Yeah.
the stealthiest of the +1.
Yeah.
so what was it? Stealth and perception?
Stealth and
Okey-dokey.
perception, stealth first and perception.
It's like you made her do it and she doesn't want to
Yeah.
do it, and she grumbles while she's climbing up there.
No advantage on this one, sir.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, the good
Wow.
news is he rolled 13 and 18 right back to back.
Oh, I rolled as good as I was gonna. What?
Hey.
At least I maybe don't get seen.
I mean, it's almost exactly
Okay.
the opposite.
Okay.
It would have been funny if you rolled a 13 perception.
No. So you guys make your way there, and you're looking around to see what you can see. And let me just pull you guys over here. And this is standing off to the side and everything. Ollie, this is what you are able to see from where you are. I'm gonna drop you into this room.
Did you switch scenes?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, I was.
Bam.
Because you
Yeah.
said, oh, you see this, and I didn't see it.
Pulling you up. Now, 3 of you guys can't really see anything whatsoever, and 1 of you can. There we go. So what you do is looking inside there. What you see is is a huge pile of refuse and everything. So a little bit of a climb down. If you wanted to climb down, it's gonna be a little difficult. If you wanted to just like say jump into the pile of refuse, that's totally an option. But the drop from where you are down there is about 35, 45 feet, depending on where you are. They haven't noticed you. You did notice those 3 because you can see out as far as here, of course. You did notice those 3. If there's any more, you literally can't see it. Again, they haven't noticed you. What do you choose to say, do, or whatevs? And I'm going to switch over to the map.
What do you expect? She's a barbarian. She's gonna turn back, and you can probably see her just go. They're up here. They're bloody up here, and like get a javelin out and just huck it, if I can, before it's combat.
Okay. No, you definitely can. Absolutely. I will allow you that free action to throw a javelin at one of them beforehand. Problem is, what's the range of a javelin? 120.
30 to
120.
So yeah,
So
absolutely.
you're gonna have
She's
to
gonna
roll.
actually go for this guy because both me and her saw him first before the person closer.
Okay, that's fine. That sounds great. Problem is, it is greater than 30 feet if you include both altitude and, you know. So it is going to be with disadvantage.
Is that what the thing means? I have no idea what the range rules mean.
If you go past the first range increment, you go with disadvantage.
Oh,
And then
that's
you go,
interesting.
and you cannot go past the second increment. You cannot. It's literally
That is
this
interesting
weapon can't
stuff
go
that
far.
I never knew.
Yeah, your PCs have been scamming you. They knew this rule. And
No,
like,
I just we
don't
didn't
tell
care,
Ollie.
so we didn't use it. Thank you.
Don't tell Ollie. Ollie will get a little pissed. That's my
Was that the best British you could
Yeah.
do?
bloody Al. Yeah, no,
Still
that's it.
24.
So that's incredible. You went 26, 25, 24. That's an amazing roll right there. That's awesome. Roll me some damage, please.
Hey, how do I do that?
All right, 5 points of damage. What is that? You rolled a D and then add 3. Cool. So you do 5 points of damage to that guy, and then, sir, and then roll for me your initiative.
Okay.
With her doing that, everybody else is welcome to roll initiative as well. Don't forget to click your token first.
I have
I'm
2 tokens,
initiative as well.
so I won't select the wrong one.
That's please.
All right, there
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure someone.
we
Oh
go.
wait,
That tasty health bar. Oh. Never felt so strong in my life.
Okay.
I'm wasting all my good rolls now, and Odette is not gonna hit anything tomorrow.
Oh, Aaron, are you rolling well? Oh, sweet. Odette rolls so poorly. This is amazing. Oh, I'm happy. Okay,
That
so
is hilarious.
we have to have, let me just put this inside descending order, and let's get this party started. So nobody rolled natty 20s. Oh, no, Ungram, you got a natty
rolled
20.
that
So this
20.
is a rule that I have over on Delric Master. If you roll a natty 20 on your initiative check, on your first turn only, you get a second action. As opposed to if you
Awesome.
rolled a natty 1 on initiative on your first turn only, you don't have an action, just your bonus and move and whatnot. So
yeah,
you're
so it's
actually
almost nice. I like that roll.
cool. So Ungram, actually, it is you first. I imagine you quickly move forward after seeing her being like ah and throwing that. So with that assumption, I'm going to move you down here so you can also see what you see.
Yep. Oh, I lost sight of everything.
Oh, you can't
You've
see.
been moved about.
I can't see anything.
Oh,
I
my
don't think
apologies. I'm moving you down one more. Now, can you?
You didn't give me. No, you didn't give me dark.
He's
vision.
not got. He's not got sight. I
Hold
think.
on.
You no give sight. No.
What? No. Oh, it's because I switched your mini. It's because I switched your mini.
Born in the darkness.
Has sight.
Raised by
That's
it.
right.
I
Bam.
didn't see dark vision until I was but a man.
Now you can see. Can you see what I see?
All right. Yes, because I actually have it on my main screen.
Perfect. Good. Go.
Oh, look, it's a thonk. All right. So, did that count towards any of my movement action?
That 5 feet, just to kind of step up, or 15 feet, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Excellent.
5 feet. We'll say 5.
Yeah, he's going to, he has his shield out, he has his warhammer out, and he's just going to turn to, what's her name? Barbarian lady whose name I keep forgetting because it's a really long name.
Rodin? Rodin is
Rodin?
not that long a name.
Think like rodent.
Rodin Brockenfjord is a super long name.
She's not going to use her last name, is she?
Look, I never
It's
know
her
that.
first name last.
Yeah, so he's going to turn to Rodin and just be like, right, La, think it's time to get into it. And, fuck this guy. Oh, wait, I only have a movement of fucking 25. Shit.
And you've already
Being a
moved
dwarf
5.
sucks.
So you move 5, but remember, it's
I know, I only
it's
have
like a
20.
35-foot drop from where you are.
Oh, wait, this is?
Where
Yeah.
is?
To climb down from where you're standing is like a 35-foot
Oh,
drop.
yeah, we're on the lip.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was,
Yeah. So you
Oh,
can jump.
okay.
You can jump.
fucking cross. Fuck that guy.
You can
All
do an Iron Man landing.
Superhero landing, thank you very much. This guy right here. Fuck this guy.
Sure. You fuck him as hard as you'd like. Go right ahead.
All right. Well, you
I
said
should probably put
as much as
mature
I'd
on my
like,
channel.
so-
I should probably do that.
So since you said as much as I'd like, I would like to do 100 damage to him right off the bat.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Just
ahead.
roll that D100, this is a D100 system.
10. Oh, shit, I still have advantage on. Sorry.
That's okay. Probably. Yep, it
15.
worked in your favor. You actually hit him.
Cool.
Sweet. 12 points of damage. Don't forget you have a second action for you to do with what you please. 12 points of damage
That's
is
going to be
considerable.
reloading the crossbow.
He took quite the hit with that one. He is hurting with that blow right there. But go ahead.
Okay, so would I have to make a climb check to get down, or?
Climb check to get down. You can straight jump. If you wanted to, you can literally run across the screen and go jump into the trash, which would be a much easier way down. But obviously it's gross, and then you'll be stuck in trash. But yeah, athletics to climb.
Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna climb down because jumping's gonna hurt us. Climbing is slow but doable.
Okay.
And okay, advantage is not checked.
There you go. Awesome. 16 total. You climb, like I said, it's 35 feet. I'm going to allow you to climb your almost your speed down. Next turn, when you use your move action, you can climb down enough and just jump the rest of the way and be safe. So you'll still have your
5
action
feet.
left. Yeah. So, where is... next is Dane. Dane, it's your turn. I imagine you move your 5 feet up, whatever it is, to be able to see. And so here you are right here.
Sure. Yep.
Okay. Your mom's not going to be able to stand next to you. Is that going to be an issue?
That's fine.
Okay.
So okay. Is it supposed to be really dark to see these guys here within the 60 feet?
Hold on.
Yes.
Let me just confirm what you're seeing. And yeah, that's all perfect. Yep, 60 feet.
Okay. So which
Stark vision, man. Stark vision.
Okay. I'm just trying to tell these guys apart.
Yeah.
Does one look injured? Totally.
Absolutely. You can see he's got a javelin sticking out of him and a
right.
crossbow bolt sticking out of him.
Okay.
He's
I
an orc.
will, of course. I'm going to fire my light crossbow, but I'm going to use my divine strike. So divine crossbow.
Go right ahead. Divine crossbow. 21 definitely hits. That's awesome.
9 damage.
When you put 9 on top of Frank's 15 that he did before, and the damage before that, you line up your crossbow shot at this guy with your divine crossbow, because you have your divine energy or whatever on it. You line up your crossbow shot, and you take it, and it comes through and hits him, clean, square, right in his chest, throws him backwards and onto the garbage that happens to be nearby. Clearly, they were bringing out trash or doing something out here by the garbage. You hit him in the chest and killed him, no problem, before he's able to get off a scream or say anything. And actually, his turn was next, so since he's dead, he doesn't get a turn yet. Durand, it's your turn. You're able to move up.
Fuck that guy, yo.
And you can go
Thank
here.
you.
You're welcome.
Is that my whole movement?
No, that's about 5 feet of your movement. Once again, it's about a 35 foot drop.
Where is, what's your face? The barbarian. Lady.
behind
Immediately
you.
adjacent to you.
Immediately adjacent. So I'm going to cast haste
Ooh,
on both of us because I'm going to twin it and use sorcery points.
that is sexy there, Aaron. That's you speak the words that I like. So haste.
And then I'm going to bonus action.
You want to drop that in chat for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can read it.
Every time you cast a spell on me, no matter what game,
Yeah.
I don't know the specifics.
Okay.
No
there you
problem.
go.
So there you go. And then I'm also going to use my stone Aegis ability on my son, which is my special sorcerer ability, and it lets me, as a bonus action, let me just copy and paste it.
Sure.
Basically, he's going to get not resistance, but he's going to have reduced damage. Oh, it came out funny. He's going to have reduced damage on bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage, and if I see somebody attack him, I can actually teleport to him as a reaction.
And who you putting this on?
My son.
Oh, of
Dane.
course. Of course you are.
Of course. Of course I am.
Hey, Eddie, how you doing, Eddie? So, so you put a spell on Oedipus to make sure that he is the damage is reduced and
I was
that
like,
you can
who's
teleport
Eddie?
to his.
Is Eddie in chat?
I knew he was leading up to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and anything else with your move action? Because you can still move, start climbing down,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, I will continue to climb down.
Because this isn't your
How far can
action,
I
it's a move action. You can make for me a athletics check with disadvantage, or you can just move very slowly.
I'll take the disadvantage.
Go right ahead.
Oh, that's
Fall
an
on your
acrobatics.
back like a
not
turtle.
an
Oh, so
athletics.
athletics.
That was my fault.
Fall on your back like a turtle. Not bad. So you start making some of the way down. You don't get as much progress as Ingram does, but you do start making some progress down. Just stay on the square that you were
Okay.
before, and
Where was it?
and
Okay.
you'll be good. After that is Durun's turn. You guys get only 2 more turns before these people can act. What do you do to stop them from doing stuff?
Do you mean me, Rodin?
I just took my turn.
Oh, sorry.
I am
Nope,
Duran.
that's Rodin. Sorry, Rodin's turn.
Okay, so I have 70 speed right now, so I'm gonna have to count 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I would also like
Jump
to go into
on
a
'em.
Divine Fury.
Do it.
And just for your warning, Scott, that does create an aura of radiant energy around me as my war paint starts to glow and I start to chant under my breath. And then
My
I would
war
like to
paint
use
is
my
that.
attack action to jump at this guy with my axe, if possible. If you will allow it.
I will allow it. I will allow you to make this attack with advantage, but be warned. Even if you hit,
die.
you're going to take a little bit of damage yourself, and you're going to have to make me an acrobatics check to see
land it.
exactly how bad it is. Okay?
That's fine by me.
I will
I'm
give you
playing a
advantage on
barbarian,
this
not a
attack.
wizard.
Yeah, right.
Alright, glad I have advantage.
You
And
hit,
then
roll your damage.
Acrobatics. Oh yeah.
Oh, you can do acrobatics first.
Look at that weird ass roll.
Okay. So 10 points of damage. Were you raging or were you not raging?
I was raging. I rolled a 1. So
Oh, 1
all
plus
that
3 plus
bonus
6.
damage.
Oh, God, that's awful.
So even though I just scraped, I scraped. I was a grazing hit, but with the force of a crane.
Yeah. No, okay, so 10 points of damage. You actually kill the guy with this, so why don't you describe it as I prepare your damage?
Well, I'm yelling and chanting and glowing, and I just jump. Both axes land on him with axe first, and use the weight of him to sort of cushion the fall. Then just rip them both up, and with the tattoos and the eyes glowing, it's just sort of like eyes darting for the next target.
Awesome. And you take 8 points of damage from that fall. You almost took as much as he did during that fall. But you said you were
Yeah.
raging, yes? So you take half damage because it is bludgeoning damage. Okay? So it's only 4. And you land on him, and he is dead. He is beneath you. I'm going to just want to throw an X on him. And make sure we move you to top, because you should be in the front of this layer, because you're like the PC. And that is your move, and that was your action. Technically speaking, you still have more move, and you have more than one attack at this level.
Left. What was I at? I was at 30.
You use 30 out of 70. Yep. Standing up.
Yeah.
Standing
you
up
can
does
easily
take
get
move.
this guy.
Okay, so standing up would have taken
Frank, standing up, was that half your move? Or Aaron, I should say standing up.
half
Was that
my
half your move?
move.
Half your move.
It is half
Half
move.
move.
So that would have taken another 15.
However-
So now I'm on like 45.
Ollie,
Yep.
you have your bonus action from haste. You can use that to dash, disengage, or attack.
So you can continue moving a crap ton more
You
if
can
you
actually
want to.
reach this guy.
Oh, great.
easy.
Well,
Yeah.
I am
Wanna
definitely
be, yeah.
gonna, in fact,
If you've only used 40 feet,
I might
It's gonna
actually just dash like
60.
around him and go to this guy.
Sure.
Because I'm like, even though I'm raging, I can tell that they're gonna get him next. I can
Okay.
see this guy. I don't even know this guy.
So you go kind of like
Oh,
to
I can
here,
see that guy.
and then to
Mhm.
here. And because he hasn't
Yeah.
had a single action yet, he still does not get an attack of opportunity because he hasn't had a turn in initiative yet. So no attack of opportunity against you, which is great. Make your attack roll, sir.
Oh, do I get? Oh, I do get another attack.
That's right, because
Wow,
you're high level.
I'm a
Yeah.
9th level character.
Yeah, you have 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
You
your
can
attack
probably
rolls a
just get the,
16.
like,
That's going to be a
10%.
hit, sir. It's going to be a hit. Roll me your damage. Okay, and just because the way you did it was pretty cool, why don't you describe for me that death, sir?
I literally like. I always say literally when you tell me to describe something, which is incorrect because we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
My
But
character
I
literally.
dash and run with incredible, magically given speed. I'm a little fast anyway, but still. And then I literally, there it is, do a sort of swinging with the motion of it into his side, and deliberately do try to kick him into the refuse pile.
Okay, and he goes flying in with life taken from his body. Quick question for you: Did you want to? Did you have like great weapon fighting or anything like that to give you another attack, or no?
No.
Okay.
I have another weapon. I have both axes out, but I already used my bonus action.
Yep, exactly. So that's all of your attacks. That is your turn, and now it's the cultist's turn. But before we take that cultist turn, why don't we take a moment to take a break? And we will
Hey!
come back shortly so people can pee, poo, or just get a drink. Because why are you
Or
weird?
just do silly
Yeah.
voices
Why are we
with
weird?
a cup.
I'm going to mute Frank much earlier this time.
I'm very.
I don't want to know what Frank does with cups.
Bye, guys.